Jones County in the mid-1800s was home to many migrants with their own unique trades. Farming was one of the leading occupations. With its rich soil, it made for favorable agriculture and good for economic growth. Misfortune in these days came in many forms. Anyone unable to provide for themselves would be sent to the poor farm. The manor, like most places at the beginning, ran very smoothly, but over time, and less money and attention going into it, was left in the hands of the wrong people. The welfare of the tenants depended almost entirely upon the kindness and fairness of the people in charge. Edinburgh would walk its last tenants out in 2010, and some of the stories of cruelty are finally coming to light. Such stories as cages were in the attic for unruly tenants. Who knows how long they would have been left there for. Caretakers would trade tenants' tobacco products for sex acts. Patients who were disabled would sit in their own urine and feces for days. Sores would be present before ever getting the attention they needed, and many other stories still to be heard. The number of deaths that occurred here is undetermined, as well as the number of bodies that lie in unmarked graves outside. No wonder that spirits are still occupying this space. The current owner and a good friend who has witnessed some of the apparitions has shared some of his encounters with us. Now it's time for Buried Alive to share its story.
Hi, my name is Bailey Kelly and I am from Omaha, Nebraska. I am feeling excited but nervous because you don't know what is going to happen. When it comes to the paranormal, it's one of those things where you need to see and believe. I think if something were to happen where I couldn't explain it, if there's no logical explanation to it, you're just mind boggled pretty much. The thing that would scare me the most would be something touching me or something coming right beside me. I guess I am a little nervous that something will follow me home, so that's why I brought my lovely rosary to protect me. The first thing I want to do tonight would probably try to get Mary, the little girl that they have been talking about. At first, when I heard about the Joker, I was a little nervous. I'm going to scratch you because you're in my space.
It's like as if they just walked right out. I'm sure there was at some point children living here. Children's toys, I'm not sure if they were used by residents to cope with their situation. The man had hung himself in this room. He actually hung himself in the doorknob. He tied a sheet for him, strung it over, tied it around his neck, and sat down. I hear a lot of people be in the basement, and they'll put steps up here or sliding chairs or something, and they'll come running up here, and there's nobody up here. And one of the beds slid away from the wall. I'm sure they worked on people here, gave them their medications and stuff. This room is what we call the rape room. There was an assault on a woman by a male resident. A lot of activity reported here. Jay has seen 2 apparitions in this facility. One of which it was like 2 in the afternoon. He's fixing a window up here. Sometimes these big heavy windows will fall and come up here, prop them up. He was rounding the bend on the stairs, and he looks up the stairs, and there's a woman standing there. A woman, long dark hair.
Was this the window you thought you saw someone in earlier when you were outside?
There's a lot of people that say that about this room.
When we rolled up, Christie and I rolled out, and I was just kind of like panning my eyes over the windows. I swore I saw a dark form go in front of that window.
This is room 200. There's a story about this room. Jay spent the night in here. 1 or 2 in the morning, he wakes up to something grabbing his foot. That's one thing I can't explain. Experiences came to me down here in the kitchen. I was giving a tour, answering some questions around the corner, and I heard a noise, so I rushed in here. And there was a can that had fallen off this onto the floor, like a pop can, and then this green Tupperware lid was also laying on the floor, and that's exactly what it sounded like. This would be where Jay had seen his other apparition. He, like he said, he came walking in this doorway, and he looks up to his right, and in that corner, he said there was a man standing there. They made eye contact, and he had disappeared after that. I meet a bunch of little ladies that used to work here, and they said at night when this facility was up and running, they would not come down here at all. When he was viewing this building with the county supervisor, they walked this hallway down here in the basement. He said, we walked down and we walked back, and he goes, Nick, I don't believe in ghosts until I actually see something, but I'm pretty open-minded to it. But he said there was a chair in the center of the hallway that wasn't there to begin with. lots of different activity in this basement, for sure. I'd say it's probably the most haunted level. This is your padded room. You can see the screens, the metal screens up there, and you'll see on the window, it's kind of cut out. It'll feel heavy almost. It kind of echoes through the building when that happens. Kind of makes you wonder about this place.
Jeremy and I approached this investigation a bit differently. We wanted to see if drastic temperature changes would change the amount of activity in a building. So the first night we investigate in the dead of winter, and the second night it's in the heat of the summer. So we begin our investigation in the basement of Edinburgh Manor.
Sorry, get the goosebumps.
Ooh,
I am.
I just got the chills.
That's. Yeah.
And it's freezing and I just got the chills.
Yeah,
so,
like it just.
like it's something just rushed through you. Well, me.
That's exactly why I got the goosebumps too.
But it happened right after, so maybe something went through you and then me.
It only lasted a split second.
Yeah.
Now I'm going down to 0.1.
The basement immediately proves to be active, so Jeremy and I head down to the end of the hallway and just stand there to listen, and things start to happen.
Looks like
There's footsteps right on our left.
Sir. Are you next to me? I hear it now. Where the hell is that coming? Is that above us? I hear it now. Where the hell is that coming? Is that above us?
No, that's in over here.
Where the hell is that coming from?
As Jeremy and I are standing at the end of this hallway, we begin to hear footsteps to the left of us and above us. I think that it's Kurt and Devin walking on the floor above us, so Jeremy radios down to find their exact location. Keep in mind that the millimeter is set off by the walkie, so that is not paranormal. Not only do we find we're on the other end of the hallway, but then this happens.
What side of the building are you on?
We're on the west side of the building.
What is that?
What?
Look, is that a bug? Did you just see that?
Yeah, it's way too cold to be a bug. See if you get that on camera.
What light?
This is how cold it is in this basement right now. Watch this. Can you see that?
Wait, try it again. Oh, there it is. Yep, I
There's
see
no way a bug is in this basement.
it. No.
So whatever that was not a bug. I mean, it's 23 degrees down here.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
You can look at the temperature.
I can look at it right here on this. I have my temperature gauge on.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's 30 degrees now.
Was it always reading it at 1.2?
No.
The EMF change, temperature change, and the ball of light are all proving to me that this has to be paranormal. I jump you down the hallway because Jeremy shows me even more proof.
What do you see?
That's what I'm saying. There's no way nothing, anything's living down here.
Are those dead bugs?
They're dead spiders.
Wow. Okay. Well, you might be right. As hard as it is for me to admit that Jeremy's right, I can't deny the points that he's made and the proof that he showed me. So in this case, I have to say that it's paranormal. At about 2 a.m., Devin and I head back in while Kurt and Jeremy stay in the nice warm guest house. We realize just how hard it is to investigate with such frigid temperatures. I know there's a lot more activity that happened that night that we just didn't catch because we were so focused on the cold weather. But here are the couple things that we were able to catch with just Devin and I. What is this thing? Is that a floor buffer?
Looks like it.
I asked the question and got an audible response, but I didn't understand what it was till later. What was that?
What?
Did you hear that noise come from behind us?
What does that like?
Like, like the plastic or something? Devin and I decide to head upstairs. And as we're walking around, we start hearing a man's voice that actually sounds like Kurt. At this point, we're convinced that Kurt's either in the building or they're trying to sneak up on us to scare us and mess with us. And as we're looking, we realize they're not anywhere near the building.
There was a guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell where it was coming from though.
Sound like it was coming from down that way. Everything comes from like down that way on it. This room is creepy. I don't remember coming in here, but it leads right up to the hallway. I just heard it again. As we begin our second night of investigations, we decide to head downstairs as a group. But I'm going to let our guest investigator, Bailey, tell you what happens down in the Edinburgh Manor basement.
As a group, we all decided to be in the basement for a little bit and do some group EVP sessions. A few minutes in, they're asking questions. We're not really getting anything until we hear the shuffling of feet. Personally, I'm flipping, just losing it. And all of a sudden, Christie goes, I gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna get out of here right now. I'm gonna come with me. Serious? Yeah, that's serious.
And she takes off out of the room. Zach follows right behind her. She was terrified of something. After that, the whole group came out and we all decided to take a breather, try to wrap our heads around what just happened.
This is the first time I've ever really seen her that. I've never seen her act like that. She's not usually too spooked like that, but something has just gotten in her head.
Yeah.
That night we investigated. There was moments where you had that feeling that you weren't alone.
Well, if there's something in that hallway,
I feel like there's three of us here.
well, someone probably can't come.
No, I feel like there's an extra person standing with us. No, I feel like there's an extra person standing with us. No, I feel like there's an extra person standing with us. You don't
There's
feel?
someone else down here with us?
You don't feel like that at all?
Well, I've been feeling like that all day.
When everything happened to Christie, all of my personal fears was just like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know what's happening all around us, dude. I know you just heard that.
Yeah, I did. It sounded like it came from the kitchen.
Like somebody moved. I just feel like it's all around us.
There was something actually there, spirit-wise.
What?
Someone just fucking touched me.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And especially the part where the spirit was picking on just Christie, and she flips out at the spirit, and it doesn't do anything to Jeremy.
Whatever that is, quit it. Either say something or quit it.
You want to stand right here for a second?
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Who the hell is down here f***ing with me? Who? Do it to Jeremy. Touch his face or something. Do something. I hate it when people just do shit to me. Do something to this guy. He deserves it more than I do. He wants it. Put on his shirt. Put his hat. I don't care. Just do something.
I've known Christie for a few years. She was just not normal.
That was weird. I feel a little better now. But I don't know why I just started freaking out.
You did start freaking out. I never heard you freak out like that.
I really don't know what just happened, but it really freaked me out.
You actually started getting angry.
It's freaking me out. This whole thing is freaking me out.
I believe what she said 100%.
I struggled for the longest time to understand what's happening to me here. I don't think it'll ever fully make sense to me. I can tell you that for the longest time, even watching this footage made me feel uneasy and uncertain about things. I'm also still uneasy every time I go down in the basement in Edinburgh. But I promise you, it's something I will do again. We make our way up to the second floor. I'm still extremely anxious from all the events that occurred down in the basement. But Bailey and I go one way down the hallway and Jeremy and Kurt go the other way. As Bailey and I come around the corner, something jumps at me from this closet. At this same time, the sound on my camera has gone out. But just shortly after that, the picture on my camera goes out as well. I can't explain it, but Jeremy did capture all this on his camera.
That is a photo?
I got one on my watch, or my wrist.
Hit the light.
What was that?
There's something in that room.
What the hell was that?
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I turned back because I was like, what is that?
It's in that room.
What was
I'm
it?
so jumpy right now. I need a guy with me.
Which room is it? You want to rattle something on it?
Dude, I've never been this freaked out in my life.
I'm so thankful Jeremy had his camera and was filming because he caught this disembodied voice on his camera. We split up a bit differently this time, so I'm now with Kurt on one end of the hallway and Jeremy and Bailey go down to the other side. As we're sitting there, all four of us can hear what sounds like a conversation going on between a man and a little girl. Jeremy and Bailey then start seeing shadows in the hallway. They don't realize that Kurt and I are also seeing the same shadows. So they get up and walk down there to talk to us and kind of point out and see what we're all seeing. And then a bunch of things start happening. A whole series of events is set off, and it starts with the walkie-talkie going off. But I'll let you just watch and see what happens.
I don't know. I didn't press anything.
What does that mean?
Who did that?
Not me.
Look at me.
Yeah, it's on you.
It's on my shoulder.
Just fucking right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah, this is where I saw it, right here.
Can we get a confirmation from Bailey?
It ain't me.
We were watching a shadow play right here.
Did you, well, I had my light on.
So, this place pulling our chain.
And I saw like a figure pop up for a minute.
Where?
Here,
Right here?
a bit further, no, other side.
Right here. Well, we were watching on this wall, and it looked like it would move back this way and then forward again.
And sometimes, at one point it looked like there was more than one.
What's up?
He's scared.
I am utterly scared right now.
Just cuddle Devin, he'll be alright.
Are they in the basement? Why are you scared?
Are you in the basement? Is that where you're feeling scared?
Yeah.
Alright, hey, we're coming down right now.
Did you guys hear the conversation between the little girl and the guy?
Okay, what the f***? I asked her, I'm like, is there a conversation going on?
That's why I asked you.
Okay,
The radio's on.
it sounded like
Like the little girl,
like
she
they're
said,
having-
Dad, and she said, help me.
like they're having a
Oh my
conversation.
God, I got the chills so bad
Look
right now.
at my arm.
I'm getting it
Chills.
right now.
I got good. Look at this. Goosebumps.
Yeah, right there.
Let me see yours, Kurt.
It's crazy. That's awesome.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. We all got goosebumps right there.
I can't even believe I'm
And
coming
you just documented all three of us at the same time. That was nuts. Come on, you can't fake that. All three of
I'm
us?
still feeling it. Where are they down here?
Over here. What the are you? I am utterly so scared right now. Oh my god.
We're gonna be a key. Why are you doing this? Where did this come from? Please tell me to bring it with you. How does it just fit you?
How does it just sit here?
That's the scary thing.
Oh my God.
Cow right now, right?
As Zach has provided some much needed comic relief, you can see here that we are all accounted for. And what's happening in the hallway right behind us is even more astonishing. I slowed the clip down here in just a second so you can see what's actually happening. If you missed it, something runs across the hallway. Watch the right of the screen up against the wall. A white ball will appear. It'll change shape and then run across the hallway and disappear. I took a screenshot of the form in frame and then a screenshot right after it leaves. You can see it on the right. Whatever it is appears to magnify its surroundings. We have no clue what it is or how it manifests itself, but either way, it's a pretty awesome find.
hands. You think we're running hands. You think we're running hands. You think we're running.
Actually, for
What?
Was
that you, Devin? No.
Was that you?
No, no, no.
uh,
Is that there hanging around? You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
What is that?
that wasn't you guys?
No.
We're standing right here.
The next morning, Jeremy goes into the manor, and as he's walking around, he's looking for me. He's hearing doors opening, noises, and just thinks that I'm around snooping about, when in fact, I'm not even in the building.
Hey, Christie. What's Christie's opening doors? There's doors opening. Here, sit down, listen to this. I don't know, I'm sure it's Christie. I don't know where she is. I haven't looked for her. Listen like this way. You'll hear it ring. If she's not in here, then someone was opening doors. And I know I have it. We just have to listen to my phone, and it's on here too.
I was watching that for a little bit when I came in, but I don't see the dog or the cat outside. Somebody's got my food in my.
Hey, Christie. Christie. If she's not in here, then that was definitely paranormal.
I haven't seen her outside though either. Christie, you down here? Okay, she's down here.
Hey, Christie. Okay, well, if she's not in here, then that was definitely something. I thought it was just her, so I really wasn't like too worried about finding the root of it. Christie.
This is not the last time that Buried Alive will encounter the ghosts at Edinburgh Manor. Jeremy and I are both looking forward to returning to delve deeper into its unknown past.
Devin!
This is like jump out. I do want.
Uh-huh.
Here you go, Bailey. Check out those cabinets.
Like open it?
Yeah.